welcome to the Slack Key Zoom show. We're here in Kakalo, Maui, and here's my friend Tom Strain.
Hi.
Okay, Tom?
Aloha, friends. We get two great groups that we're supporting with this charity concert tonight. Mahele Waiwai, the sharing of abundance and prosperity. Uh, with that, we're teaching people to grow crops and then feed themselves. We're helping the needy and the homeless. With that, we're helping to restore and put together a reefer so that we can store produce to hand out to people. If you're interested in helping with that program or coming out to the farm and working, contact George Kahumoku at gmail.com. I'll attach that in a live chat in a few minutes. We're also supporting communities of belonging, helping with a hand up and not just a handout. That's helping our marginalized population, those who are incarcerated or homeless, or just people who need a second chance in life. That organization provides room, board, counseling, and helps them to find work and get back on their feet. The co-founder and executive director is Christy McLean, and I'm going to turn it over to Christy here for a minute just to talk about the program.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this. Hey, look at Christy. You got a nice ocean behind of you. Thank you, Christy.
Welcome. Thank you so much. It's such a privilege to be here. George, thank you for sharing your art and your heart. Communities of belonging, as Tom said, empowers marginalized populations to dream, connect, and thrive. We have a restorative home in Seattle for 7 individuals, formerly homeless, formerly incarcerated. And then we have a broader community as well. So we've done a series of community conversations, and we're really about how do you see the humanity in everyone? How do you break down stigma and stereotypes and give folks a second chance? So excited about tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm going to play you yes too. That, right after this. Okay, aloha. We want to thank Tom Strain for putting this whole thing together. You know, Tom, I met Tom at the swimming pool in Kihei, and then we started talking, and he started visiting the farm, and now he comes up 3 days a week, and you know, he's probably the hardest worker over here. He knows how to right now he knows how to pick bananas, he knows how to pick chili peppers, he knows to weed, chop and drop, and feed all the animals on the farm. Because he's been coming. How many months have you been coming up here since COVID? Yeah, it's been a long time that Tom's been coming over. So we want to thank Tom and all the many people that have for waiting. Anyway, in the olden days, I'm going to do this concert. Going to be a little special. I'm going to talk about the history of music in Hawaii. It started off a long time ago with was mostly Hawaiian um, chanting without any music, and this is how it sounded like before. This is an old chant that I learned as a boy, and I learned to do the hula to, called Ayel o Pele, or There's Pele. A song that honors the goddess of volcano. Pele is at the Hawaii ne. She's dancing at the Maukele of the forest. She surges and puffs this way and that, devouring the land of Puna. It makes Paliuli beautiful, fire tongues leaping across the cliffs. It can be heard at Maui, all the way to Maui, the land of Kauaula, which is like Lahaina side. Where we find peace, oh, how we yearn for the road. The end of my song, Nefo, Hiaka, the young of Pele. This is how it will be done. Eia hala ho peli Hawaii ake ha mai laui maukele a uhi uha mai anaea ke no mia ila ia puna ea e pele 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 e pele 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 pele. So we added some slacky music with the coming of the cowboys, and this is what came out. Ai hala o pele Hawaii he a ke ha mai la o I makele uhi uha mai ana ea ke no mea e laha ia puna ea o waka o kalahino ke no ke e pele 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 pele. Kami hanani kahi pali uli ea, ke pula nui ia mai na pali ea. A ia ka pele na I maui ea, aina I ka ula ea. O waka o ka lani no ke he pele pele he pele pele he pele pele ia. E he hata ua e la ia I ke ala nui ia ia. Ha ina ia mai ka puana ia. Ohi ia ka no he inoa ia. O waka o ka langi no ke. E pele pele e pele pele. E pele pele e pele pele. E pele e pele e. Anyway, in the 1893s, a bunch of cattle was dropped off of Kealakekua Bay. That's where I come from, the Kona Coast. And they put a couple on all the cattle. And less than 50 years, it started off, I think, with 6 cows and 1 lame bull, but the bull proved to be good because less than 50 years, we had almost 1 million head of cattle on the big island of Hawaii. And they put the couple where you cannot eat or hunt or anything. So Hawaii thought they were big dogs. But what happened is the cattle, what do cattle like to eat was grass. What were houses made out of? Thatched grass. So now we had a housing problem in Hawaii due to all those cattle that was invading all of our resources for thatching for our roofs and stuff. So along came another sea captain by the name of Samuel Parker. First thing he does is he marries the great-granddaughter of King Kamehameha the Great. And in the 1830s, he goes over to California today, but it was in Mexico at the time, to Monterey, California. He brings over the Spanish-speaking cowboys and bring with him with the guitars. Right now, I'd like to invite us to the stage, Sterling Seaton. And watch out for your headphones. I don't know if you can reach that far. Watch out now. Don't. Okay. We're going to get to see that. And it's this Ricardos who share the music. They help to round up the cattle. And happening in California is a gold rush, so there's a shortage of cattle and meat and food in California. So they're shipping over to California. And during the day, and at night they would bust out the guitars. They had something called the guitarron. They played the bass. And then they had something called the 6-string catgut. They played the rhythm. That's what Sterling Speaking more is right now. Okay. Then they also had a 4-string tenor guitar that played the lead. But when they left the islands, it took 3 guitars to make the wonderful Spanish mariachi sound. But when they left the islands, they forgot to teach us Hawaiians how to tune these things. So what we did is we combined 3 guitars into one, and then we play bass, rhythm, and lead all in one song. So I'm going to feature Sterling on this one song that it's called La Canción de los Españoles, the song of the Hawaiian cowboy, and we're going to feature Sterling in this song. Influence from the Spanish cowboys. I want to thank you guys for logging us in. And you can hang for a little while if you don't mind. And then anyway, along with we're gonna get you put your headphones back on. Yeah, I want to thank also Elliot Presswich for helping us do this all the way from. He's actually in Idaho, and where's your friend coming from? Is she in Seattle or in Oregon? Yeah, in Seattle. So this is kind of like an international thing. Anyway, along with we started. Remember, we had chants. Now we got the guitar. Actually, the ukulele didn't come until the 1900s when the Portuguese came. They brought the ukulele, something called the berringa, but the guitars at first, and also along with the guitars came the churches. They brought their music with them. So anyway, here's a song that was actually written in England by John Newton in 17. Yeah. Okay, he wrote this song, and when they came to Hawaii, they changed all of these songs that was written in Boston that came with the Protestants into Hawaiian. So I learned all these songs in Hawaiian. So this is a song when we like to dedicate all those guys who need some help, the homeless and those are in need. A song called Loko Mai Kai. And then I was fortunate enough to record this song with Norton Buffalo from the Steve Miller Band, and a song called Loko Mai Kai, also known as Amazing Grace. May this song be a blessing to everyone. Sterling seated. The English words I learned from Norton Buffalo, 2007. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost. I see Loko Mai Kai next song is written by Johnny Alameda. It talks about a man and his riches. And it's just how is it so hard? It's harder for a man to give up his riches than for a camel to drown through the eye of a needle. And a song called Kanaka Waiwai. Okay, I'm going to ask Sting to stay up here for a couple more songs. This is a song that was the most famous of the Slacky songs made famous by Pops Gabby Pahinui. And what's great about this song is that Sterling learned it from one of our great Slacky players, the son of the great Gabby Pahinui. Song made famous by Gabby called Hilawe. Talks about the Twin Waterfalls on the Big Island of Hawaii called Hilawe. Eyes gaze, the twin waterfalls called Hilawe. While the birds are chattering in the forest, they're gossiping about the new day on the land. Akele mai au I Hui Manu Awalaone I Puni Vai Akele Akele mai au E Rua Ai Vai No Te Du Aole Aole no E Rua Amai Ai Vai No Te Du I'll take one. I'll hold one more time. Hiva hiva o ena kamakua ahile ia ina te tuna. Your favorite of your grandparents, the lay around the neck. Hiva hiva o ena kamakua ahile ia ina te tuna. One more time, Sterling, sit there. I know. You're the fragrance of Puna, sitting by the waterfalls. Puna ke Allah ihali amai, no ikavai lelea o ilave. Ina ia mai ana kapuana uma kai na ya ilave. Ina ia mai ana kapuana uma kai na ya ilave. Ilave. Twin Waterfalls called He Love It. You know, I played slacky to everything in my lifetime. And growing up in South Kona, I even played slacky rock and roll. And you know, so I'm going through the history. The ukulele came in the 1920s when the Portuguese came over to help with the plantations. And there's so many songs that, you know, was written in those days. I'm going to sing you this. This is a song. You can play slacky in almost anything. Here's a song I did in the 1960s. A song called Mustang, Sally, and Slacky Guitar. Just to show you how diverse this instrument. Okay, it's going to be in a key of F. And then Slacky and everything. We battled the band second place with this song and a Hawaiian one. At the Waikiki Shell, 10,000 people. While you guys out in cold Seattle, right now it's cold in Hawaii. We're down to like 78 degrees. We're freezing. We gotta bust out a long underwear over here in Hawaii, man. 78 degrees. It's getting too cold here. Mustang Sally, better slow your Mustang down. Mustang Sally, baby, I think you better slow your Mustang down. Get a little run over. I have to put your big feet on the ground. All you wanna do is ride along, Sally, ride, Sally, ride. All you wanna do is ride along, ride, Julie, ride. All you wanna do is ride along, Nancy, ride, Nancy, ride. Oh yeah, all you wanna do is ride along, Tom. Ride, Tom, ride. Get a little run over. I have to put your big feet on the ground. Shirley Seaton. Slacky rock and roll. There's a touch about where Slacky went. Came back again. Anyway, you know, we're playing at Slacky. Then we got hired by the hotels. And believe it or not, you know, Don Ho was a great friend. I went to school with his sons. But, you know, he made it hard for us musicians to get back to Hawaiian music because he did this song that was actually offered to Dean Martin when he was playing in Las Vegas. Dean Martin didn't want to do it. This song was actually written by a guy in New York. But when I played music in the hotel, started from Mauna Kea Beach, and I played at Western Kanawai. This is the most requested song. I'd have to do this song sometimes 20 times in one night. So I just like, this is what the Slacky, what the musicians got to go through to play Hawaiian music, you know. The most we could. Song Me Feed Miss by Daniel Ho. The history of Hawaiian music, Uncle George's style. Tiny bubble in the wine makes me happy. See, even Tom Nelson makes me feel fine. Tiny bubble makes me warm all over with a feeling that I'm going to love you till the end of time. There's the golden road and his deep silver sea, but mostly here's a toast to you and me. Tiny bubble in the wine makes me happy, makes me feel fine. Tiny bubble makes me warm all over with the feeling that I wanna love you to the end of time. With the feeling that I wanna love you to the end of time. Yeah, Slacky went all over, you know. Let's see what songs we're gonna sing. And just letting you know, we also have a farm if you want to visit our farm. And Tom had me put this together, a value statement. And the word for today is called mahalo, which means thank you. It says, what do we have to be thankful for today? Uh, okay, Tom, what do you got to be thankful for today? We're going around.
I'm thankful that you're doing this for us and we're raising money for such good causes.
Okay, Tom's thankful that we're raising money and doing this for such great causes. How about you, Julie? What are you thankful for today?
I'm thankful that I'm here.
Oh,
Good to see this.
yeah, Julie's thankful that she's here in cold 78-degree Maui weather that she can get to see this. And I'm thankful for my good health. You know, if we didn't have good health, how about you, Sterling? What are you thankful for? He's thank.
I'm pretty thankful that this is considered work.
Yeah, Sterling said he's really thankful that music is considered his work. That's why they call it playing music. We don't call it playing work, or working music. We call it playing music. Yeah. So those are the values. We also have kalamai, forgiveness, imi, being sorry, mahalo, we onipa, steadfastness, akahai, we value kindness, lukai, we unity, olu, we are agreeable, ha'aha, being humble, and ahohoni, and also homakau. It's the hardest for me being patient. I'm never patient, and Tom's never patient too. You look at it, two guys are unpatient guys, so we got to work on our life being patient. He's more patient than me. Anyway, this is a song that I learned. This is a song by Jim Messina. We're gonna just mix it up here. I learned this song actually from my students at Lahaina Luna when I was teaching. And in those days, there used to be a lot of sugar cane, and there still has a lot of mangoes in Lahaina. They're falling off the trees all over the ground, and when you walk around in Front Street or on one of the side streets, Dickinson Street, you get mangoes all the time, all over the place. But one of the things though that you can sit down when you're ready. We're going to jam again.
Redo the mix.
Oh, you're going to do?
It's kind of funny.
Okay.
So you start playing it out.
Okay.
Mess with it.
So anyway, here's a song called Lahaina. And one thing about this, I also worked planting a lot of taro and a lot of ginger. And in the ginger, we'd have a lot of these centipedes, And the thing is, when I was a little boy, I remember doing this. I used to catch the centipede, the big ones. I take off the claws. I pick off the claws, put them in my pocket. Then I take them into school and I chase the teacher with them. I let it just crawl out on her desk and she's trying to read something like that. I was wondering, Hawaiians call kolohe boy, So I used to take the centipedes and let them go in the pocket. But there's a secret. You can, there's a front and a back. You got to know that only the front has two stickers. And you just pull out those two tweezers and they can't sting you. Just let them crawl over your body. It feels so good, like getting a centipede massage with 1,000 fingers. Anyways, a song with... Yeah. Or chasing the teacher. She scared away the teachers so I could chase the girls. Okay, a song called Lahaina. For you, Tom, and for Julie. I was sitting at a table at an open cafe, waiting for a drink of rum. But I asked the waiter for the time of the day. He said, look at this, a centipede coming my way in Lahaina. The sugar cane grows in Lahaina. The sugar grows in Lahaina. The mangoes are sweet, but the centipede falls all over your feet. Study it. Laying in the water by the morning sun, shaded by the coconut tree. When I turned around, it was all I could see was great big centipede staring at me in Lahaina. The sugar cane grows in Lahaina, mangoes grow in Lahaina. The mangoes are sweet, but the centipede falls all over your feet. Body one more time. Get sturdy. Had just a second to decide what to do, and looking at the poisonous fangs. Said, hey, mister, it's a beautiful day. Said, look, cut like a man. You pulling my leg in the line. Sugar cane grows in the line. Living in slow in the line. The mangoes are sweet, but the centipede falls off over your feet. Yeah, in Lahaina, one of my favorite songs. Okay, there's so many songs that I've written over the years, you know, and the most famous of this, I actually, in the 80s, I wrote this song. I actually went out on a whale cruise, and they wanted me to play with the whales, and I ended up doing this really beautiful song. But anyway, here's a song for lovers. Valentine's is coming up, and I wrote this song way back in 2004, 2003. I wrote this song for Nancy, and it was Valentine's Day. Actually, there's two versions. One version is for Valentine's, but I had a class, and we were supposed to write a song, and I didn't do my homework. So while everybody's presenting their songs, I started to write this song right there when everybody's doing this. I had about 20 students teaching up at Ben Lomond. So this is a song called Wahine Mine. I wrote it in a different tuning, but we're going to do it in the key of C. So you can and in those days, you know, I think it was 9/11 that in 2001 when you know, I was actually working on my Master's of Ed, and then we ended up doing this song called it says, love be to God for my beautiful one. That was Nancy. Thanks for Mahini. From morning to sunrise, we do work, you know. From morning until night, because we play music at night, and then we work hard, and then from sunset until the dark, you know, because there's, but you know, all of the work that we did, just like our farming here on our land, anything, all the work we do is full of aloha, full of love, and we rejoice in the fact that we can, you know, and thankful that we have something to do. We can work hard, we play hard, through the day and through the night. Song called Wahine Mine. For you lovers out there. Look at if you got ukulele guitar, you can follow along. And if you got any requests, let Elliot know. And I don't know if we can try it. We can try it. Aloha ke akua. Wahine mine, mahalo ke akua, o wahine mine. Then she is with us earrings. Aloha ke akua, o wahine mine, mahalo ke akua. Come on, Sterling Party. ready. Kauahana I ka po, kaualea I ke amoe, e hana hana lea lea e, lea I ka po, o ka ia ka po morning, makahiki na pan sunrise, na po po o ana o kala, o ka po, from sunset into the dark. Aloha, aloha, oli e, oli e, oli e. Yeah, well, he mine a song for Nancy. Yeah, there's so many songs that you know we can do and we can write and everything like that. You know, here's a song I was commissioned to do with what's his name? Okay. Oh, it's a song by request. Okay, well, we had one song by request, a song called Ulu Palakua, song written by John P. Elani Watkins. Who requested this song? Anna Ansel. Song for you. I want to thank you guys for logging in and helping us to feed the homeless and those who have the need for housing and a second chance. Kalana mahi nehe I au palakua e inikini ahi ahi kahome upani kalana mahi nehe au palakua e inikini ahi ahi kahome upani Thanks, Keo, Stila, and all the Rotary members for helping support our event tonight. Heve hie kuule I au o na peta apapu I hepi kuna olino. Also pepper now all the way from LA. Haina mai kuahana au ala. So my request, we got to move along here because we did this short version of this concert. Here's one of my favorite songs that talks about this great mountain where we live on Maui. A song written by Jake Kauka. It's one of my favorite songs. It talks about the Ka'auau is my home, way up above the mountains of Haleakala. Looks upon down Kilohana. You and I on the sliding sands, the sliding sands of Haleakala, zigzagging. Suddenly here, sitting there, riding on a prancing horse. But majestic in the distance is beautiful Haleakala, beautiful mountain of Maui. Prize for you, Hawaii. Glorious mountain. This is the very best. Kila Kila o Haleakala. Kau hale o Ike ako iya Kilohana. Who requested this song. Kaua ike one ala nui ki ke aka Joe Pluto. Was it Joe Pluto? Kila kila o halea kala kuahi vinati maui hawahe o oe ho Hawaii e hano hano o maui oe kaila kila o halea kala oha kuahi vinati o maui hawahe o oe ho Hawaii a hano hano o maui no Kawana la kawana Kawana ka iyo alamaka Wahuani o holopeki Ea ole ka iyo alapolo Kila kila o hale akala Oha kuahiri na maui Hapahe o oi o Hawaii Ahano hano a maui oi Hano hano other requests? Okay, no other requests for this second. Okay, let me see. I got so many songs I wanted to do. Let me see if I got one over here. A song called this is a Swedish tune, and one of the songs I learned in church in Hawaiian it's called Kiakua Manae or Kiakua, or in Hawaiian it's called by Charles Boberg. E kia kua Ani kamaha o no na kana ka o tuane E na hoku Kauila kai hiri O iki anai o mana E mele au E hola For all you grandparents out there. Hola, Enanino, Enanino. Makino Keiki hiva hiva o ke au a hewa ne a pau Wa hola ho Ia makama make I ke ala A ko pau He mele ao he hola he melena he nanino he melea he o ka ho Okay, any other requests? Okay, here's a song by request. One of my favorite. Usually we do this during a jam sessions. You know, we've had a workshops that's been going on in Napili. This would have been our 27th year. It's one of the most requested songs we sing. Song and music by Willie Dan Mead Films. My brother is. Who requested the song? Hey, requested by Tom and Julie. I saw you in my dreams. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Maui in Kihei. We were playing there in the sun in cold 78-degree water. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Sounds of the ocean soothe my restless soul. Sounds of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those long hot summer days, laying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Maui. Sounds of the ocean soothes my restless soul. Sounds of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. You were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach, Maui. Again, we want to thank Tom Strain and so many friends and our good friends all the way from Seattle for making this concert possible. We're going to do one last song and we can get a heck out of here. Any other requests? I want to thank you guys for doing us on this Wednesday Zoom. Huh? Okay. Okay, this is a country song that my brother and I used to play. I don't know who did this song, but this song goes out to you. Or anybody out there with some heart. When my heart skips a beat when you walk down the street, I feel a trembling in my knees, and just to know you're mine till the end of time, ain't my heart skips a beat. My heart skips a beat. When my heart skips a beat when you walk down the street, I feel a trembling in my knees, and just to know you're mine till the end of time makes my heart skip a beat. Makes my heart skip a beat. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. In Seattle, we never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yeah, Hawaii, yeah, Hawaii. helping support this wonderful cause for helping feed the homeless here on Maui and for helping give some shelter and clothing and direction to those in need. Yes, especially the inmates getting out of prison over there, way over in Seattle, wherever they may be. Aloha nui loa. I'm Uncle George Kahumoku signing off live from Kahukulo, Maui.